It is SNL, and you know what that means. It's the Sunday Night League, and this is Endurance Championship, season number 1, the brand new championship here in SNL. For round number 2, on the weekend of the Spa 24, we are having our own 24-hour race around Spa. Don't worry though, ladies and gentlemen, it will only be about an hour, but the cycle of weather will be 24. We had a brilliant race last week, very tactical, a lot of tactics going on. Because it was tactical, I wonder if I can mention tactical once more in this introduction. I tactically don't think so. It would be a very tactical slip-up if I had managed to do that. But go and have a look at that. The Circuit de la Sarre really showed what endurance racing was about, not just in the Group 1 category, but also in the Group 3 category. Multi-class racing here at SNL for a championship, not just a one-off event. And it really proved a tight race in both. And we look here at Spa, and we'll have a look at the grid. It's a rolling start here at the 24, and we start at the 24 line as well. And in pole position was Ajax. A brilliant performance saw him almost half a second to a second quicker than anybody else in the session. A great run on the soft tyres. Now, the drivers have to run soft, medium and hards during the race. At any point, they can use them. So Ajax, currently second in the championship, gets himself on pole. Now, in second place is Branners. Branners in the Ford qualifies second. He finished third at the Circuit de la Sarre in his SNL debut, so second on the grid for the Ford driver. In third place, a long way away, is Alpha Capri in the McLaren. Alpha Capri showed strong pace at the Circuit de la Sarre, and he's in third. Now, the rest of the grid was incredibly tight, only a couple of tenths covering the rest of the field. In fourth place is Regimus Prime, another driver who showed himself well at round 1, finished fourth in that race, so he's obviously fourth in the championship. Alpha Capri finished fifth at the Circuit de la Sarre. In seventh place is Gasman in the Mazda, but on the grid he is in fifth. Now, he gambled on intermediates last time out. Here at Spa, he starts in fifth place in the Mazda, showing good pace as well. In sixth place, the BMW of SNL Jam. He finished eighth at the Circuit de la Sarre, and he starts in sixth place on this grid. In seventh place, you'll see it's car 42, and you'll expect me to say it's Rob on drums. Well, Rob on drums had this car at round 1 at Circuit de la Sarre, and he managed to finish in sixth place. But on the grid here, in seventh, is Tiny Terror. He is a reserve for this season, and as a result, he takes over the car. The car stays the same, and scores points to Rob on drums and Tiny Terror. So car 42 still scores points in the overall championship for Cadillac, so they start in seventh place. The winner last time out, though, starts eighth on the grid. Bunny's unable to get a qualifying lap, a clean one. 2 sets of tyres, 2 laps, should I say, and was unable to get going. Bailey in the chat saying he is stuck on the M62. He has had a bit of an issue this morning, he showed us on the chat. Hello, Bailey. We're here to entertain you. Pole position in the Group 3 category starts once again in 9th place. It's Ben in the Porsche. He won last time out, but it was a close run thing for the Porsche driver. The Porsche in pole. In second place, now we didn't see him last time out, is Pool Shark in the Lexus. So Pool Shark starting second, not far away in qualifying. The qualifying session saw the top 3, I believe, covered by the top 4 covered about 3/10 of a second in Group 3. Now, Pat isn't here. So again, the number 4 is on the side of the car, but Pat isn't here, and his place in that Audi is taken by Slenderfella. Again, similar situation to Tiny Terror. The points still count for that car. Oh, that was a bit weird, as the camera went strange. So he starts in third for the Audi, currently second in the championship for the Group 3s. In third in the championship is Bailey. And Bailey starts fourth in this race. The BMW driver ready to attack once more. His fellow BMW driver of Lynchmas Prime, finished in 5th place last time out at the Circuit de la Sarthe. He is now in 13th place. And at the back, should I say, after missing qualifying, he was a bit late to qualifying, it is Mr. Smith in the Toyota. So he's got to get through all of the Group 3s before he even catches the Group 1s. So that is your grid. Thank you everyone that's watching us live here this morning. Like, share and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is our grid. 14 cars on the grid because, unfortunately, Yokas had a connection issue trying to get into the lobby, and so he gets disconnection points for that because he did try to attend. Speed Hunter, unfortunately, having to pull out of the championship, so we have a space available if you want it. We have 29 laps here at Spa-Francorchamps. We're going to see the whole cycle, 24 hours of racing in an hour here at SNL for the Endurance Championship Season number 1, round number 2 at Spa. Ajax will lead them out from Branners, Alpha Capri and Ragemus and Gazman are your top 5 as the ticker starts going, and we're underway, and already Ajax is under pressure from Branners going through Eau Rouge and Radion as they go through the top of the circuit, and already Branners is in the Ford and he's making the move on the Audi going down Lecumbe, and the Ford gets the position going towards the corner at the top of the straight Lecumbe, sorry, Campbell Straight, but there's a little bit of contact, little bit of argy-bargy as well in the background. Gazman 5th, Tiny 6th, Jam in 8th, but he's fighting with Bunnies as they go down to Rivage for the first time. The Group 3s are a little bit behind, but Ben leads from them with Paul Shark, and he's got Mr. Smith on board. We'll go on board with Mr. Smith as he tries to get past Paul Shark, the corner with no name in this format of the circuit anyway, as Mr. Smith runs out wide, uses the acceleration to get past as we go back to the front of the field into the Group 1s. Branners leads from Ajax and Ragemus getting past Ajax. Ajax is on the grass, so Ajax is off the circuit. What happened here? Let's have a look with the drivers. Oh, Alpha Capri, what on earth is happening there with Alpha Capri? On board with Alpha Capri. So Pouon, he was on the inside on the grass. Was he having a look? A little cheeky look, possibly. Oh, the back end kicked out. He did well to catch that and save it in to the corner. We're going to miss the Ajax. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, look, oi, a little bit of flying action from Ajax as well. Was the contact with Ragemus? I'm not sure. Branners, though, leading first. Second is Ragemus in the Peugeot in his special Belgian livery as well. He's part Belgian, he revealed. There we go. So nice Belgian livery on that car. Tiny into 3rd place. A great start for the Cadillac. He's got the Porsche, though, of Bunnies chasing him through Blanchimont as they go through the first sector in the background. Alpha Capri under pressure from Gazman, but up ahead, Tiny Terror and Bunnies going around the outside of Tiny Terror, in fact. A little bit more confidence, possibly, from Bunnies, because he has raced that car already. It's the first time that Tiny Terror has been in the race. Ben is under pressure, though, from Pool Shark in the Group 3s as they go into the bus stop for the first time. Hard tyres for Ben, mediums for Pool Shark, and Bailey's on soft. So once more, the top 3 in Group 3 are on different tyres. So Ben first, second is Paul Shark, Bailey is in 3rd. Slenderfella just a little bit behind him, Pat's Audi, and then Lynchmas also just in contact. At the front of the field is Branners in the Ford. He's under pressure, though, from Ragemus in the Peugeot. He runs a little bit wide out of Lecumbe, so he has to check himself. Oh, this looks exciting. Let's see what happens here. So Jam down the Camel Straight. Did he make a move on Tiny into Lecumbe? He does. As the cars all go through, side by side. Very, very good action here in SNL. These cars, they may be heavy. The drivers are showing actually you can pass in them. It's Tiny having a little look at Alpha Capri. Green flag is waving. Why is the green flag waving? Has somebody spun? Oh, Gasman! Gasman's gone off. What's happened to Gasman? Oh, he spun it. He ran wide, hit the sausage curb, and he spun it round. That's why the yellow flag was waving. Gasman recovering then in the Mazda. Ben is still in first place. The yellow flag waving to stop Poolshark. Poolshark in the position to follow Ben. These two battling it out in Group 3, the Lexus versus the Porsche. It's very tight. Bailey there in contact. The difference between them, it's about a second and a half. The top three covered very tightly. We go to the front of the field. Branner's leading Group 1 in the Ford. He's on those medium tyres. He's using them well. Richimus also on the mediums, and so is Bunnies. Jam on mediums and fourth. He's under pressure from Alpha Capri in the McLaren, going through Blanchimont. So Alpha Capri on the soft tyres. Jam in the BMW on the mediums. Jam defends the inside line, but Alpha Capri round the outside, trying to get round, and does the move. So Alpha Capri getting the position on Jam. Tiny Terror in 6th. Ajax is in 7th in the Audi. Mr. Smith having to get up to speed. He's a little bit behind the rest of the pack. What is the gap between them? It's about 10 seconds, so that is missing qualifying. Gasman after his spin as well. But there we have the top three in Group 3. They are nose to tail. Ben running a bit deep actually. Does that give an opportunity for the Lexus on the exit? No, the Lexus slides. Oh no, the Lexus slides. Bailey slows it down a bit, but there's nothing I don't think Bailey could have done about that. Let's go on board with the BMW. Yep, the Lexus just losing control on the curb, hitting Bailey, but Bailey gets up into second. He's got a bit of damage on the front. This is then Ben's chance to try and run away in the Group 3 Porsche. The BMW second, the Lexus third, and Slenderfella in the Audi staying with them. Tom 2 is up there as well. Branner's first place. Bunnies is up into second place. Oh, both drivers running off, going into Lacombe, so both leaving their braking a bit late. Alpha Capri in 4th place, Jam in 5th, Tiny Terror 6th, Ajax having a look into Rivage, and he's nicely done it. He's kept on the inside using the hard tyres as well, so he's kept himself in position. We then see Ragemus in 3rd place. Wonder what happened between him and Bunnies. Going into Lacombe to the Kemmel Straight. Ragemus trying to go around the outside of Bunnies. But the Porsche says no. They go into Stavolo. Let's go back to Ben. He's got a little bit of a gap to Bailey, but it's not much. And then Poolshark is in contact with the other two, as is Slenderfella. The racing is very tight in the classes. So Tom is let's see how far away he is. Tom is about 10 seconds away. So 10 seconds covering the top 5 in Group 3. Branner's, he hasn't got much of a gap. Bunny's in second place. Slip of the tongue there. Used to seeing at the front. Let's go on board with one of these drivers. Let's go on board with Ajax. You can see Jam up ahead as they go through a Rouge Ajax and into Ravion, down the Kemmel Straight. He's got Tiny behind him. Tiny's not close enough here. Now, reminder, everyone has to use the soft, medium and hards so long as the race stays dry, and Spa obviously in real life is known as a very inclement weather system, and it is in the game as well, so we could have rain here, and it's a 24-hour cycle, so who knows what will happen. Ajax there, 6th place for Tiny Mr. Smith, 2:06.9 for Mr. Smith, 2:08.0 for Gasman. So he'll go off as we see Ben under pressure from Bailey. Bailey's going to have a great run down the Kemmel Straight. He's tucked up in the slipstream. Ben having to defend very tight to the inside. He's not going to have the best entrance into the Kemmel Straight. In fact, Bailey... Oh, they're side by side. Bit of bashing. Bailey on the outside of the car, of the circuit. Getting squeezed a bit by Ben. Through Lacombe. They are fighting hard here at the front of the Group 3s. Ben in the hard. Soft tyres of Bailey will give him an advantage in terms of grip out of the corners. We're on board with the BMW driver. Through Puan. Looking good. I thought I saw spray kicking up from Bullshark, but I don't think it was. This will be a very brave move around the outside. Bailey keeping the outside, but gets the inside for the next part of the chicane. And a very tidy move by Bailey through the Farkas chicane. And Stavolo is away. Now, can he get the power down? Or will the Porsche stay with him through Blanchimont? The Porsche tucked up into the slipstream. Has a little look. Looking up the inside, positioning the car, saying, no, you can't have the ultimate line through Blanchimont. But Bailey says, no, I'll hold it round the outside and keep this BMW sweet. So, Bailey goes into the bus stop. You see the top 3 in the Group 3s. Nose to tail now as they fight it out for the glory in Group 3. So Bailey leading from Ben from Poolshark. And then the gap is a little bit bigger to Slenderfella. It's about 8 seconds to him and Poolshark as they are fighting hard. Bunnies has got ahead of Branners. Where did that happen? Oh, round the outside on the exit of Puon. And into the chicane, Bunnies goes into the lead of the race. Bailey in the chat saying this battle was epic. I loved it. Just with the top 3 in Group 1, but then we're back to the Group 3 battle. Bailey, Ben and Poolshark. They are nose to tail. Fighting hard. So Bailey this time will be the one on the defence. Doesn't go quite as tight as Ben did the lap previously. And Ben has the outside line. He's a little bit ahead going into the corner. And Ben retakes the lead in the Group 3 battle. These top 3 are nose to tail, fighting it out. Fantastic racing. Like, share and subscribe. This is SNL. We have this type of racing no matter what. Okay, so Bunny's leading the race. Branner's under pressure. He's lost a little bit of momentum. We're on board with Ragemus in the Peugeot. He'll have a nice run down the Kemmel Straight with a bit of a slipstream. Mr. Smith is in the pits, the first stop for the Group 1 cars. He had soft tyres, so they're not lasting very long. This Peugeot battle with the Ford and the Porsche. You know what? The top 3 in Group 3 are close. The top 3 in Group 1 are close. It's tight racing everywhere. Branner's having a little bit of a weave going into Rivage. Deciding better of it. Alpha Capri a little bit on his own. He's a little bit behind. He's about 3 seconds behind the battle. The top 3. Jam is in 5th. He's got Ajax behind him. And Tiny Terror in 7th. Gasman has dropped back quite a way, really. He's doing 26.7s on the hard tyres. Now this is the massively long pit lane here at the 24-hour layout. So Mr. Smith will be trundling along as Bailey has come into the pits. So the first Group 3 car is in. Ben keeps going. Paulshock is there in second place. So Bailey will drop down. Paulshock in the chat saying, yes, it was Bailey. So fun, was sweating the whole race. It was warm here in the UK. It was warm in America as well. Don't know exactly where in America Paulshock is from. But we have an international field here in endurance racing. We have a Canadian leading the race. Branner's in second with the Belgian Ragimus, identifying as Belgium this weekend with that special livery. Branner's under pressure, a little bit of a slide out of Le Source. Through Eau Rouge and Radion, the cottage looking resplendent here in the sunshine. Branner's has got the slipstream toe hooked onto the front of Ragimus. Ragimus having a nice little tug along the back straight. Of course. Paulshock saying he's from Chicago area. The AC and fan on me didn't help. So it was a very hot day in Chicago. Chicago, as they say. In some places, nowhere. Bailey out to the pits then. He's now on the medium tyres. So he has gone on to the mediums in the Group 3 class. Let's see. Ben pulling a little bit of a gap to Paulshock. And Slender Fella just dropping a little bit further. He's still on the hard tyres though. So this race will ebb and flow, as we often see in endurance racing. Mr. Smith is on the medium tyres now, so he's on those, keeping himself happy with his tyre allocation. So he's used softs and mediums thus far, the same as Bailey in Group 3, just in the reverse order. So Bunny's coming to lap traffic now, and that is Slenderfella. So Slenderfella getting lapped here as they go through the bus stop. So we're on lap number 8 and we're starting to lap traffic. So the top 3 coming past. So Bunny's getting by Slenderfella. Alpha Capri's in the pits then. After 7 laps, we're on board with Branners. So you can see the speed difference of the Group 1s to get onto the acceleration out of La Source. They leave Slenderfella behind. Ajax now ahead of Jam. So the Audi driver, after those earlier skirmishes, has dropped down to about 7th. He's up to 4th now as drivers start to make their pit stops. Jam in the slipstream. Will he make a cheeky move? We saw it earlier in the race with Tiny Terror. I think he's not close enough. There was no attempt at all there. Alpha Capri, he's in the chat. He says, "Hey up, Jam. Hey up, chap. Chat. Hope everyone is well and having a great day." Oh no. It's a bit warm here in the UK. And Alpha Capri in the McLaren leaves the pits. He's safely ahead of Mr. Smith, it would seem. As Ragimus now, we can see the traffic becoming a bit of a problem. They've got the Group 3 battle up ahead of them. As the Porsche is on the inside. Branners will be saying, "Oh, I don't want you there." But it is the prerogative of the Group 1s to make it a safe move. And in fact, all this traffic, I think, has helped Bunnies. Yes, it has. Bunnies has pulled out more of a gap. Branners is under pressure from Ragimus. Ragimus is looking all over the back of the Ford. Goes into the bus stop. He goes for a braking move. into the chicane, and he does it nice and clean from Ragemus, and Branners decides actually now is the time to come in for a stop. So we're seeing Group 1 cars coming in. Ben thinks nothing of that though as well. Poolshark is in second place, should I say. He's got Jam coming behind him. Slender Fella has just been overtaken by Tiny Terror, and Lynchimus looks like he'll be coming into the pits very soon. A bit of chatter happening in the chat between Alpha Capri and Bailey. They're saying hello to each other, waving. Come and join them, wave live here at SNL. Talk to some of the drivers that are taking part. Give them the grilling. So, you decided to pit on lap number 6. What was the feeling of that? Branners in the pits in the Ford. It's a nice view, that, from the inside the pit bay. Bailey giving us an update of his live situation, where he's still on the hard shoulder on the M62. What happened to your van, Bailey? Did it just conk out? It's not the one that's on fire, is it? There is one on fire, I've seen on the chatter. Jam in third place. 3 lights on the side of the car, 2 on the side of Ragemus, because he's in second on the road, and 1 light for Bunnies, just near the Hertz logo. So drivers are coming into the pits now. They're doing their stops. Gasman is up into 5th place on his hards. He's still got a fair chunk of fuel, as Tiny Terror's barely got any as he overtakes Poolshark. Let's go on board then with Ben. So Bailey just confirmed he's down the road from the vehicle that's on fire. So it's not his car, his vehicle on fire. There we go. There goes Tiny. Bye bye. Saves the Group 1 car. The Cadillac passing the Porsche. The fuel injector popped out. They wanted to say hello. So Ragemus into the pits then, in his Belgian livery. Jam also in, but Bunnies is going an extra lap, so he's managed to extend the fuel to 10 laps. It is possible. A bit of clever upshifting. As Gasman, he's still got a quarter of a tank left. It's on the inside of Slenderfella. Slenderfella knew he was there. Didn't turn in. Good respectful racing between the two. Alpha Capri's got Ajax behind him. Alpha Capri in the McLaren, under pressure from the Audi. They've both just done stops in the last couple of laps. Will the Audi get past going into the bus stop? No, not this time. Will they catch up? Ragemus still getting fuel, as is Jam. But Ragemus now leaves the pits, so will he come out just ahead? Oh! Wow, Ajax backs out of that one. That was very, very sketchy between the two drivers into the source. Ragemus is through ahead of the fighting pair, the McLaren 5th. 6th is Ajax. And Jam coming out of the pits just behind those two. Back on mediums for Jam. Mediums as well for Tiny Terror. It's Alpha Capri mediums. Ragemus mediums. Softs for Branners. Branners on softs once more. Gasman on hards. And Bunnies is on mediums. Hard tyres now for Lynchimus as Bailey gets past Ben. Oh! What has happened here? So Ben hasn't changed tyres. He's doing the same tactic he did at the Circuit de la Sarthe. So he's not changing the hard tyres. So Bailey jumps up ahead of Ben. Does that give him the virtual lead of this race in Group 3? Poolshark has not stopped yet. He'll be stopping at the end of this lap though. His front tyres are cooked in that Lexus. As the race leader comes in, he has no fuel left. Bunnies, no fuel left in that Porsche as he comes into the pit lane. And Gasman on the hard tyres. He's still got a quarter of a tank left. He's doing an amazing job on the fuel. Branner's in third place. He's got a gap to Ragimus, quite a nice gap actually. As we then see Alpha Capri and Ajax, they are fighting hard. The McLaren and the Audi through Blanchimont to go. Side by side. Great racing between the two. Ajax just there on the outside, a little bit of touch between the two. As Alpha Capri on the outside, but then manages, can he get the cutback? Ajax has got past him through the bus stop, but there's no cutback available. Unless he has a move into La Source, it would be a little bit too far back. It's not quite happened. The darkness is starting to descend here at Spa-Francorchamps. Bunny's in third place, then out of the pits. He's behind Branners and he's behind Gasman. Gasman has not made a stop. He leads the race in the Mazda. So he has run very, very long. He's 11 laps into his stint. He won't be stopping for a good while yet. Branners is in second place, the leader early on. He is back in second place, the virtual lead though, as he has made his stop, whilst we haven't seen a stop from Gasman. Double soft stint, interestingly enough, for Branners, and a medium stint for Bunnies once more. So a lot of drivers doubling up on their tyres. So mediums is looking popular, but softs, as we see Alpha Capri and Ajax going through Porn. Side by side they go, racing hard. Ajax goes through, the bit of flashing of lights between the drivers, or was it the circuit side cams, as Alpha Capri goes back up the inside of Ajax into the chicane. So they're racing very, very, very tight together, these two, 5th and 6th in category. Let's have a look back and see. Bailey now leads for Group 3 with Ben in second. Poolshark then has made his stop. He's on the softs, so soft tyres for Poolshark. He'll be catching up onto the back of Ben. There's a bit of a gap now, maybe about 4 seconds. Ben running wide though through Pouon. And Bailey, he is about a second and a half ahead of Ben, so it is very, very close throughout the field. As there's a crash. There is a crash. What on earth has happened here? We'll go on board with Ajax. It's darkness already, you can see. They're going to the bus stop, side by side. On the inside, Alpha Capri's there. There's a... Oh no, that's a mess. Oh dear, and Ajax straight away off the power. Alpha Capri, ooh-wee. Alpha Capri there in 7th. Now back into 6th as Ajax waits for him. Very hard battling between these two drivers, throwing the car at each other at times. And they've had a bit of a mishap out of the chicane. Tiny Terror in 8th place. He's not close enough to grab the advantage as those two go through Radion. Will they be having a go at the end of the Kemmel Straight? Ajax looking. Does he make the move up the inside? He does. Going up the inside they go, side by side once more. These two drivers are fighting it out, and nothing happening for Ajax. Very, very close racing between the two of them. There has been contact between them. I can't say it's been contactless, but there'll be a few chips on the pins of the bodywork. That was terrible. I'll retire. So lap 11 for the Group 3 cars. It is Bailey leading from Ben from Poolshark. Slenderfella just coming through Eau Rouge. Bailey in the chat saying these two not giving each other an inch. It's great driving, lads. Gasman in the pits eventually. So in on lap number 12, so he's managed to extend his stint incredibly well. We saw drivers lasting 9 laps, 10 laps, but Gasman in the chat in there saying that 12 laps is possible. Branners is in first place then as he overtakes. Bunny's in second. Ragemus in third. Jam will jump Gasman. Ajax and Alpha Capri then fighting each other once more. Alpha Capri trying to keep with the Audi. Gasman there in 7th. In the pits, he's going to drop down a long way. Tiny Terror's going to get past him. Will Mr. Smith pass as well? He possibly will. So Mr. Smith coming through the corner. He's got a flash of light. So I wonder if Mr. Smith is on a controller. As the flashiness sometimes happens with controllers. Gasman leaving the pits then. Bailey then. He's got a nice comfortable lead. It's about 4 seconds. This is comfortable in Group 3. We've seen this. It's the hard tyres of Benz. They're not looking happy compared to the softs of Poolshark. So Poolshark, we'll see what lap times he does. A 23.6 for Ben. And compare that 21.2. So 2 seconds a lap quicker is Poolshark. In fact, Poolshark quicker than lap leader, the race leader in Group 3, Bailey, by about a second. Last time round, he was a second quicker. Let's have a look at the front then. We've got Branners in the darkness as he goes past Lynchamus through Blanchimont. Massive speed difference between the two cars. The gap between him and Bunnies is about 3 seconds. So Bunnies will probably, unless he's already got past, he hasn't got past the BMW of Lynchamus. I don't think. No, he hasn't. Lynchamus just staying very different lines there from Lynchamus. Okay, Ragemus is in third place, so that Peugeot livery is fueling him along. He's got a good position. He's in third as it stands. Jam up into fourth. So the BMW driver fourth. Fifth place is Ajax with Alpha Capri just behind. You can see tyres are slightly less on Alpha Capri's, but not by much. Ajax 4.4. Jam a 5.0 and a 5.0 from Alpha Capri. 4.2 for Ragemus. Oh! An 11.8 from Bunny. So Bunny's has had a real problem. He's lost a lot of time. He's lost... yeah, he's down 11 seconds now, the gap between Branners and Bunnies. So a big gap between the two. Let's have a look at Bailey. He'll be coming to the pits very shortly. Not much fuel left in that BMW. So in comes Bailey. What does Ben do? Ben's got a lot more fuel left. This Poolshark also has a lot of fuel, so these two will be running a lot longer than Bailey. Slenderfella too, so Slenderfella will pop himself up into third at some point. Blue flags are waving for Lynchmus. He has cars coming by him. As we see, oh, there goes an Audi. And here will come a McLaren. Goes. Beautiful clear skies here at Spa. You can see the stars shining in the sky. This is where Gran Turismo 7 really comes into its own. It's day-night racing. It looks spectacular. So Ragemus is up into second place now. What has happened to Bunnies? Bunnies has lost more time. So we've not seen it on the replay, but all of a sudden he's got Jam behind him in the BMW. So Bunnies has lost another heap of time. He's lost about 20 seconds in the past 2 laps, another 2:14. compared to Jam's 2:05. Yeah, so he's lost maybe not 20 seconds, but definitely 15, 16 seconds. So it's a long way behind Branners now. So Branners, nice comfortable lead there in the soft-tired Ford. Alpha Capri in the chat saying, remember it's Spa as well, there's a chance of a little bit of rain. There is. There is always a chance of rain here at Spa. But, I mean, the sky looks beautiful here. Well, I can't see the stars anymore. Maybe it's clouded over a little bit since I mentioned the stars. Ajax there in 5th place. He's got Alpha Capri, the aforementioned driver from McLaren. They're not far away from each other. They're having some fantastic fighting earlier. Tiny Terror in 7th place with Gasman 8th. There's yellow flags waving, so that must be a Group 3 car's gone off somewhere. It is, it's Lynchimus has gone off. So Lynchimus has had a bit of a moment as he gets one of the Group 1 cars going up his inside. That is Gasman, I believe. It is the Mazda. It's harder to see the colours. Is there a spin? There's yellow flags waving. So who's had a spin? Not sure. Oh, it was Ben. It was Ben. So there were yellow flags waving. Oh, a little bit of grass going into the bus stop. He's gone very deep into... Oh, it's resetting. That's one of the annoyances of that corner. The game resets you. Even though you're not on power, and you're just rolling through, and you're just trying not to smash into anything, it resets you onto the track, where you can actually just appear in front of someone and smash them up. Silly game, this is. Branners is in the pits. So Ben is leading the Group 3s once more because Bailey has stopped. So Bailey's done a pit stop. He's on the hard tyres now, Bailey. So he's gone through his cycle of tyres. So he's gone through his cycle. The front of the field, let's have a look at the Belgian liveried Regimus. Through the darkness he goes. There's just something a little bit different about racing here in this machinery in the dark. As you see, Bunny's going past Slenderfella and Pat Audi. Jam in 3rd place now. The Ford is in, so is the Audi, as is the McLaren. There's no escaping each other. Gasman then will jump these 3 in the pit stops. So Gasman's got a very different tactic to those he's racing. He's on the medium tyres now, so he's got softs available. I'm sure Branners will be on different tyres as he comes out the pits. Is he on softs again? Oh my word, he's on softs once more. Well, Branners is going for a very different tactic, unless he's got an advanced weather schedule, but we'll see. I mean, the sky is looking brilliant. Let's go down to our pit lane reporter. Let's listen to Nick, please. Nick, have you got an update on the weather? So Nick's had a look at his BBC weather app, and it says that it's going to be completely dry for the rest of the race. So that is fully accurate and can be absolutely relied upon. So yeah, Nick not sure really what the tactics are from Branners, but Branners running softs. Meanwhile, in Group 3, Ben is under full pressure from Poolshark. They've got blue flags of other drivers. Now, Poolshark's tyres are absolutely cooked at the front. He can't get the car stopped, in fact, as he goes through Le Source. He's getting overtaken by one of the Group 3s. That looks like... not quite sure, actually. Maybe that was Alpha Capri. No, it wasn't. So was that Gasman? No. Don't know who that was. Someone flashing their lights through? Ah, maybe it was Bunnies. Ragemus in first place then. So we had our pit lane update from Nick. Lap number 17 of 29 here. First, 12 and a half laps left of this race. Jam in third in the BMW. So we've seen drivers have all sorts of different positions. There's Rob's car. Rob having a birthday gift. I believe he's watching the Mets. And I now know that number 42 relates to a baseball player. And that baseball player was the best baseball player ever. Best pitcher. More men have walked on the moon than have scored runs off his pitches in the final games. His name escapes me. I was going to say it and I've completely forgotten to write it down beforehand. Now I will get you that name. Somebody in the chat tell me who that name is. Number 42. Who is that player? That baseball player. Tell me in the chat. There you go, a bit of interaction there. A bit of commenting as well if you're watching this on delay. Who was that baseball player? Number 42. World famous pitcher. Who I don't know. Which is kind of ironic, really. It's that part of the race. In real life, early morning. Commentator goes a bit crazy, starts talking about all sorts of different things. The other drivers. Ben coming into the pits, his tyres are cooked. Will Pullshark respond? Yes, he does. And interestingly enough, Pullshark has more fuel than Ben. Let's see. Wow, he's got 29% more fuel than Ben. Slender fella then. There you go, Pat. He's not a bad driver to have in your car. He's going to be leading the Group 3 category. Jackie Robinson out of Capri's just said it's in the it is in the Discord. If someone could pop in the Discord, I can't quite because of the way my setup is here. I can't get all the Discord information whilst I'm doing commentary. It's really annoying. But there we go. Ragemus then coming towards his pit stop window through Pouhon. You can see the pit complex actually at the top of the hill. You see the undulation a lot more on this sort of circuit. There you can see the lights in the sky. It's not a UFO. It is the pit complex. The source is up there. You can really see the undulation when it is dark here at Spa. So Jam in third place in the BMW. So better showing from the BMW driver than we saw at Le Mans. Tiny Terror, he's got Gazman catching him though. Gazman 205s, Tiny Terror 219. So Tiny Terror's made an error on the previous lap. Has brought him into the clutches of Gazman and Branners. Branners has stopped and he's on those soft tyres as we've discussed. On board with the Ford through Pouhon. He's got a Mazda and a Cadillac just ahead of him. Oh, what's that? Ford versus Cadillac. We saw that a lot last time at the Circuit de la Sarthe. Tiny representing Rob on drums, well, as is Slenderfella in the lead of the Group 3s. So he leads that field. Bailey then is back up, so he's into first overall in that category as we see Ben and Pullshark fighting side by side. Let's watch them then as we see that is a Group 1 car going up the inside, I believe. Is that Mr. Smith? It was Mr. Smith. And then Pullshark just has Ben on his inside out of Rivage. And then we have Ben up into second place on the road, we believe. So Ragemus is into the pits, as is Jam. Bunnies is in first place. So Gasman's going to jump them. He's got Branners still behind him though. So on board, Branners has got an opportunity. The stars have gone. Maybe the clouds have arrived here in Spa. Are they rain clouds? try and speak to Nick. But... oh, as we go. And Gasman gets overtaken by Branners. Branners already passed before they get into the braking zone. Gasman having a little look up the inside, but can't do anything about it. So medium tyres versus softs, and Branners is back up to second. Another great showing from this driver. It's only his second SNL race, but already he's showing he deserves to be at the top table. Ragemus in fourth, Ajax there in fifth, Jam in sixth, just getting past Slenderfella, and Alpha Capri just behind them. Mr. Smith then, he's just got past some of the other drivers. Tiny Terror dropping down to ninth place, so it's very close in this field. Tiny Terror now on the soft tyres, as we see Slenderfella, he's leading this race by quite a margin actually. It's about 30 seconds between him and Bailey, so he's in the mix with the other drivers. He's just running a different strategy to everyone else. Blue flags are waving for Bailey. He's getting those as... although they're not that close. That's how ridiculous. If we look at the track map on the top, unless that was... no. Don't know why he'd be getting the blue flags. The flags? No, I'm not sure. Don't know why there were blue flags waving. Bunnies will be coming in this lap then, on lap number 20. So he's done another 10 lap stint. He's done a great job with the fuel here at Spa. He's kept himself using the fuel well. Ragemus in third place. Ajax in the pits then. So he's changing over. Very early stop actually from Ajax. So he's come in very early, not expected at all, in fact. Neil dropping behind Mr. Smith. So this is a very early stop from Ajax. Not what we expected. Let's go to Nick. Nick, you're in the pits. What's going on? Well, Nick has blamed his BBC weather app and said it's not accurate at all because it started to rain in the pit lane and Ajax has come in for intermediate tyres. He's come in, he's put the inters on. It is raining out on the circuit here at Spa. Bunnies, well, this is timed out well for him. He was due a pit stop. And look at that. Well, some people say you just make your own luck. I mean... it has really hit well for Bunnies. The rain has come. It's very wet. In fact, let's go on board with Ragemus. You can see the rain pounding on the windscreen as he tries to hold it within the margins of the circuit. Branners has gone off. So Branners has spun out on circuit. You can see how wet it is for the drivers. On the indicator on the left-hand side, Branners then, was it under power? It was. The car just aquaplanes off, and he hits the wall hard. That would have been a race-ending event. So Ragemus gets past. He's squirrely, as we see Branners spinning all over the place. Gasman, whoa! Gasman has the reactions of a cat on board with Gasman. The Scots, of course, he can drive in the rain. He's Scottish. Although he goes off the circuit into the gravel and he comes round. Oh, there's some lights and there is a Ford pointing the wrong way at him. Oh, scary times as we join the spinning Branners, and Jam is doing his own pirouettes. Oh dear me. So Jam's gone off the circuit, he's gone onto the grass and he joins the circuit, gets on the power and spins it. So the drivers are all having their own moments as Alpha Capri is sliding around. There's yellow flags everywhere. What's happening? Tiny Terror is in as there is a spin. Oh no, our race leader in Group 3 is having a nightmare now. The rain has arrived. Oh, he's going into Pouon as well. on medium tyres in the pouring rain. This is not where you want to be. The flags are waving yellow as drivers go off here, there and everywhere. Ben's been off the circuit again. He's ended off the circuit trying to get into the pit lane. Bailey's in, Poolshark is in, Tom is the wrong way round, Bunnies has had his stop, Ragemus is getting himself scrambling to the pit lane, so is Gazman, Branners has got to get there. Oh no, Alpha Capri spun as well. Alpha Capri has had another spin as Jam spins once more as well. Everybody's having slidey, spinny spin time here in SNL. Mr. Smith holding it very nicely as Lynchamus has a spin around. The wet weather is really picking up. In the meantime, Ajax, he's got the inters. He's looking very clever as Mr. Smith. There is Jam pointing the wrong way. Trying to get himself round. Jam once more back in the gravel because that's where you want to be. Slender Fella having another spin as well. It's all gone wrong for these drivers as the rain has hit. Ben trying to get the car stopped but can't as well. Everyone is just aquaplaning in this weather. Lynchamus hits the wall once more and it's intermediate tyres for for Bunnies at the front of the field. Well, it's timed out perfectly. He was due a pit stop as the rain hits. He didn't have much to go as the worst of it arrived. Other drivers had to go through the harder braking zones. And a 3-second penalty for Ajax. Why has that happened? There's no... Oh, it's one of those silly penalties. Jam's spinning once more. Jam's just... That's his race, I think. That's him for the rest of this race, just spinning around there. Slender Fella in 10th place. Still leads somehow, despite all of these spins and slides we've seen him have. Ben having a bit of a problem on the exit of Rivage, but actually it's not looking too bad. In fact, has it stopped raining? Was that small downpour just enough to cause the chaos? The yellow flags waving once again. As they look, there's a slow moving Jam. So Jam really has had an awful time of it. Slenderfella into the pits. Ben in second. He'll stop as well though. So again, Slenderfella has put himself into a very, very nice position. He's got a very good chance. As we see Ajax now, the game puts penalties on you if it thinks you've overtaken under yellows, but it's really stupid because you can't have the yellow flags indicators without turning the rule on, and Tiny Terror's got it as well. I just wonder, and Bailey's got it. I wonder if the game thinks they've overtaken under yellow flags, which they won't have done, and it's such a fault of the game for this that it happens. So it means Bailey's going to lose position to Poolshark. Slenderfella is in the pit. Ben comes out on medium tyres. Well, has he stopped? He hasn't stopped. Ben has stayed out. We've seen Ben do this before. Ben has stayed out on medium tyres. It was more cherry actually in Formula X at the Circuit de la Sarthe. So Jam in the pit lane getting fueled up. Oh, a little bit of a tap because Bailey's got the inters. He's got more grip than Ben. As we see the race leader is now behind them. Oh my word, the race leader in Group 1 has caught the race leaders of Group 3, all having a battle. Oh, that was scary. Let's go on board. Let's see what that looks like in terms of Bunny's point of view. So he's lapped Mr. Smith in the Toyota, and then he's got 3 Group 3 cars going to Rivage, and they're all fighting for the battle. He's got himself boxed in a little bit, but then he has more grip, especially compared to the Porsche ahead of him. But the Porsche has every right to be where it is. It's got its own battle. Ajax is in the stops now. So Jam comes out on inters, and are we seeing drivers now come out in for new tyres? I wonder if Ajax is going to put dry tyres on. It's on that crossover bubble. Branners in 5th place. He's going to overtake Ajax. Alpha Capri, he'll be looking to get that Audi back in his sights. Ben is doing a fantastic job here. He is holding on to Bailey. Bailey's going to get this penalty though. This is going to be so frustrating for the BMW driver. He can see the lead of his category just ahead, and you can see that's where he's having the penalty. That is awful. The fastest part of the circuit, so it's not just 3 seconds, it's everything else on top of that as he slows down and has to get back up to speed again. It is wet, so these drivers aren't having the best of chances. So the intermediate slender fella, we saw him possibly getting into a great battle. Tiny Terror put the wet tyres on. What has Ajax done? And Ajax comes out on the medium, so we've seen drivers have all sorts of problems. Mr. Smith is on the medium tyres as well. Tiny Terror on the full wets. He will go on to mediums, will he? Get to the end of the race. And we've just seen Jam have all those problems. He got onto the inters. He's a long way down though. He's lap 21 as Lynchamus goes round as well. So Jam has been getting lapped as well by drivers. So it's now sunny here. Let's go to Nick with an update on that, well, that weather app. He'll probably blame it on the sunshine. So Nick blaming the weather on the sunshine, on the boogie. He said it was raining men earlier. That's what's happened. The race really blown apart by that. You can see the spray being kicked up as Bunnies hits the curb out of Blanchimont. Sorry, out of Rivage. So the race has really spread out in the Group 1 category. Branner's on his own, Alpha Capri on his own, Ajax, well, I say Alpha Capri's on his own, of course he isn't. Ajax is behind him, and Ajax is on medium tyres. Alpha Capri is on the inters. And this will be the interesting point. What is the difference between these drivers? Tiny Terror in 8th place. He'll be pitting soon. Oh no, he's already pitted. He's on medium tyres. Jam on the inters getting blue flagged. He's got Gasman behind him. Ben leading then. Those medium tyres. He stayed out as everybody else pitted. And is that the gamble? This top 3 though. Oh, Ben though. He's run wide, but Poolshark is pitting. So Poolshark pits. Bailey does not. Tiny Terror getting past the Group 3 leaders then. Bailey jumping, trying to get a little bit of cool water running over those intermediate tyres. They are wearing out very fast. Ben holds his position, 10th place overall, but it's the lead of the Group 3s. Bunny's coming out of the pits. He's comfortably ahead of Gasman, who's also into the pits now, and Ragimus, he's a long way behind. He'll be stopping, I would have thought, on this lap as well. No, he runs just to prove me wrong, runs a lap longer. Everyone else is stopping though, it would seem, around him. Bunny's then a comfortable lead for the Porsche. He's got Bailey ahead of him in the Group 3. Poolshark saying he should have done one more lap on the inters, so he feels he pitted too early. Ragimus is looking pretty dry now. The circuit does have little bits of water as we see Poolshark leaving the pit lane. Gasman leaves his pit box. In comes Branners as we see Alpha Capri and Ajax. We've seen them before fighting each other. As Alpha Capri has the inside line through Le Source, but Does Ajax have the tyre advantage? Bailey saying he's gutted about the penalty. I am too for you, Bailey. It's no fault of your own. It's just one of those stupid things this game does at times. You overtake the car that's spun and it thinks, oh yeah, I'll give you a penalty for that. You did it in a safe manner. That car was nowhere near you. But there we go. Ajax getting past Alpha Capri. The intermediate tyres not looking happy on Alpha Capri's car. It's going to have to stop. We've got 5 laps to go for this top class. So Branner's in 6th. Mr. Smith in 7th. He's got the race coming back to him. Oh, Bunnies has gone off into the bus stop. So he ran off trying to get the car stopped. Did he catch a little bit of water on the entry? No, not quite, but maybe tried to break his dry line, but it's still wet. The car clatters over the curb. Whilst he's got a massive lead though. Alpha Capri saying that the weather forecast at McLaren is also getting fired because they gave him the wrong orders to his driver. So that is not good. What is the lead between Bunnies and Ragemus? We probably won't see it because Ragemus is going to pit at the end of this lap. His intermediates are cooked. So these intermediates, once it gets a little bit dry, they're not lasting at all. Oh, I thought he was going to go another lap. He's just run a little bit wide into his entrance. So Ajax is going to get himself up into 3rd, possibly. We'll see. Alpha Capri, 5th place, trying to push hard. Branners is down to 6th. After the start of the race, he went very brave with his tyre choices, pushing for the softs. I wonder what his original idea was there. Jam in the pits again. It's been a disaster for the BMW crew after a promising start. Ben, he did not stop at all for Inters. He hung it out. He went off the circuit quite a bit and he stayed out. And there he is in 1st place. He's got Slenderfella in 2nd. Slender on the Inters though. He has to stop and change though. Bailey into the pits and out again. He's got soft tyres now. Oh, and he's just been overtaken by Poolshark. So he's just been pipped by Poolshark. So that's that gap. As we see Lynchamus into the pits as well. Those intermediates cooked at the front. Bunny's leading the race. He's got a minute lead. In fact, over a minute lead over Gazman. So sometimes it just all works out for you. Especially in endurance racing. He pitted just as the weather changed. He's not had to do extra stops. He didn't have to scramble around on the soft tyres either, or the dry tyres should I say. And he's just had a nice run once more. It's all turning into a golden jackpot for Bunnies here. Round number 2. Won round number 1 at the Circuit de la Sarthe. Oh, we've got Alpha Capri and Ragemus fighting now. And Ragemus going round Alpha Capri. Alpha Capri's Inters are cooked. Alpha Capri not deciding to pit, and that might be a mistake. You can see now a very distinctive dry line appearing on the circuit. Mr. Smith in 7th place. It's 2 points for him. So it wouldn't be a bad result at all there. Tiny Terror in 8th, getting lapped by Bunnies. Jam has just overtaken the battle for 2nd as they've just overtaken Slenderfella. Slenderfella has no tyres left, and that's why. The car just has cooked its rear tyres. And that is going to be painful for Pat to watch. A promising race for his Audi here in his absence. It's going to be 4th on the road though, so that's not bad points in terms of championship position. Poolshark missed the first round. He's currently in 2nd on the road. He's got Bailey in 3rd. Right behind him though, as they have the Ragemus currently in 4th in this race in Group 3. Past them by. So they are tucked. Bailey then having a little cheeky little look, but not quite there. Not quite for Bailey. The gap between them and Ben is quite big, quite significant. Gap. Oh wow. It's nearly 50 seconds, 47 seconds between the drivers then in Group 3 because of that decision not to stop from Ben. It's paid off for him. And will he have to stop once more though, because his fuel didn't look as good as it could have done. Ajax in third place. There's a few drivers looking a little bit marginal on fuel. In comparison, Mr. Smith having a little bit of a moment. Alpha Capri will be catching him up. Alpha Capri now on the soft tyres. Seen Branner's lap time from earlier, 2:03.0. Was the fastest lap in the early stages of the race. Ben is in the stop window, so he's going to have to stop. He's got no fuel left, so he will be closed up by Poolshark and Bailey. Bailey in the slipstream as Branners goes up the inside in the Group 3. So you're having your great battle. And does Bailey use a little bit of slipstream off the Group 1 car to help him? Doesn't quite get past. I think there may have been a little bit of contact with him and Poolshark, and he backed out of it. Poolshark then fighting Porsche in the pits, working hard, fueling it up, whilst on track Bailey and Poolshark are fighting it out. Not many laps left. Ben coming out of the pits as Bailey and Poolshark, they're going to get past him, are they? Ben coming out of the pits as Bailey is at full racing speed. Ben is not going to be leading this race in Group 3. He's going to be in third place as the drivers go down Lacoum, towards Lacoum, down the Kemmel Straight. I don't know why I keep doing that in recent years. I keep making that same mistake. Bunnies is on the penultimate lap in his Porsche. He has a massive lead, an absolutely humongous lead here in Group 1. Gasman and Ajax, though, very close together. Ragemus in fourth, Branners is fifth. Mr. Smith has been overtaken by Alpha Capri. Oh, that was into turn 1, into La Source. And Tiny Terror not far behind either. So Alpha Capri up to 6th. Mr. Smith is 7th. Tiny Terror 8th. Catching up. Jam is in 9th, a long way off everyone else. Ajax has just done the fastest lap of the race at 2.862. Bailey, though, leading for BMW in the Group 3s. They've got 2 laps left as well to run. So Poolshark and Ben all very close. So Bailey calculated the fuel better. I wonder. Gasman will cross the line soon to end his lap. They're all setting blue sectors, so wow, 55 seconds is Bunny's lead. Bunny's actually having a slow lap last time around with 2:10. Made an error. When you've got a minute lead, you can make errors. So the Mazda coming close to the BMW. The BMW of Lynchibus is letting him through. Slides wide as well to let Ajax through. So this is the battle right now. Gasman and Ajax. Battle for second place is close, but it's not as close as the Group 3 battle. As Ben runs deep again into the bus stop. Bailey in 10th place overall, which sets his best lap of the race, a second quicker than he went before. 2:20.4 for Bailey, looking very good. 21.4 for Poolshark, and Ben has just come out of the pits. He's on medium tyres as well, so he's not run the softs. decided on mediums, deciding they might not be the best tyre to run in the Group 3s. Let's have a look. Bunnies into the final lap then here at Spa. We've had all sorts of drama. The weather turned on us, but it really benefited Bunnies. He timed it to perfection. His ability to run 10 laps on the fuel has really helped him. Brilliant bit of driving to get 10 laps out of it. So not putting him down there. He's not won it all on luck. There has been skill. You have to make your own luck here in motorsport, here in whatever we do, whatever this is called, esports. It's not really esports, I suppose. We're not that good. Bailey though in 10th place with Pool Shark 11th. Ben in 12th, but it's first, second and third in category. He's getting lapped once more. As there goes the McLaren up the inside of Pool 1. Ben, you won't be happy that that was there, but there's nothing you can do really. It's multi-class racing. It happens at times. You catch a car at the wrong point, or you don't want to be quite in that position. As we see the McLaren cutting through the traffic, but it is, well, Bunnies is not far away at all from the end of this race. Gasman, oh, Gasman and Ajax. Whoa, they're having a fight there. So the Camel Straight, Ajax got into the slipstream. Slenderfellow was on the inside. Oh, and Ajax trying to stop the car. Oh, a little bit of tap, a little bit of a touch. Ajax not giving back the position. He's happy with that move. Gasman then in third place. But coming into the final corners, Bunnies in the Porsche. Well, it's a walk in the park. He wins here at Spa. Fantastic win for him. Let's look at Bailey, Pool Shark and Ben. They are nose to tail once more. Oh, as we see Pool Shark. Oh my word! Mr. Smith, take your boost, son. What on earth? So, Tiny Terror has got past Mr. Smith. We see Pool Shark having a little bit of a move on Bailey, and Mr. Smith goes right down the inside of them. I mean, oh, let's have a look at this from Bailey's point of view. So he's concentrating on Pool Shark. He's got Pool Shark all in his mirrors, and then we'll have the Cadillac appear on our left-hand side. There it goes. Then we've lost Pool Shark, and then all of a sudden, there goes a Toyota through a Rouge. And there we have it, the top three. Oh, Ben! Ben has got past Pool Shark. Ben's got past Pool Shark. We're staying with this battle. Gasman's got past Ajax. I don't know how that's happened. We're staying with this battle. Let's just have a look. Ajax has had some sort of issue. What's happened to him? He's going very slowly. Oh, the car's gone round on him. So he made the move on Gasman. And it's just gone. Rear end's gone. What a strange crash. So Gasman's going to get second place. Bailey is ahead of Ben with Pool Shark. This is tight between these drivers. To go back to the front as Gasman is going to get second place in the Mazda. So second place for the Scot. He's run out of fuel. Oh, he's just got over the line ahead of Ajax. Ajax looks like he's out of fuel as well. Jam finishes in 9th place. Rajamus is not far away from them either, and neither is Branners. Wow. So watch these drivers cross the line. So it was close. between everyone. Oh, Ben's got past Bailey. What on earth? Bailey is under fights. Ben getting past Bailey. Out of the corner with no name before Puon. Ben has managed to get past. The tyres on Bailey do look like they're out. Maybe the medium tyres are finished. Maybe the medium tyres were the ones to go for. Slender finishes in 4th place in Group 3. Alpha Capri coming through the final corner in 6th place. For McLaren, an eventful day for him. Tiny Terror is going to finish just ahead of Mr. Smith. The Cadillac finishes in 7th place. 8th for Mr. Smith. But it's this battle in the Group 3s. It's not over yet. Bailey has to defend from Pulchak, but we'll look at Ben coming through the final corner. What a hard-fought victory for Ben. A brilliant race for all these drivers. Oh, Pulchak's hit the wall on the exit. Bailey finishes in 2nd. He had a penalty, which is unfortunate. Pulchak's tyres absolutely cooked, as he said before, and that's why he spun it out of the bus stop on that final time. But he gets a podium in his first race in Group 3 in this Endurance Championship. Slenderfella was 4th and Lynchimus Prime was in 14th. So, congratulations to Bunnies. A win once more in the Endurance Championship in the Porsche. He won it by a mile as well in the Group 1 category. So that's 2 wins on the bounce, 30 points for him. A great result for him. Gazman in 2nd place in the Mazda. So back onto the podium, the first podium in this Endurance Championship as well for him. Great result. A little bit different in strategy. Ajax finishes in 3rd place in the Audi. Back on the podium as well after a very eventful race from him. Ragemus Prime just missing out on that podium position in the Peugeot. He'll be looking for more though next time out. We're at Deep Forest next time out, so it's going to be very tight and twisty around there. Branner's in 5th place in the Ford. Well done to him. Fantastic racing for the Ford driver. He led a lot of it early on. Alpha Capri is somewhere behind that blue flag. There he is. Alpha Capri in the McLaren finishes in 6th. An eventful race for him in that car. Tiny Terror in 7th place, standing in for Rob on drums in the Cadillac as well, pipping Mr. Smith at the end. So Mr. Smith finishes in 8th. He gets a point though, which puts him level on terms with Jam in the standings, who've had a nightmare when the rain came. First place, 2 out of 2 for Ben. What an amazing race. Awesome racing, guys, says Pool Shark in the chat. It was an amazing battle in the Group 3. You couldn't call it. Ben was in 3rd place at the beginning of that final lap, and he manages to win ahead of Bailey in the BMW and Pool Shark in 3rd. So that was your top 3. Bailey having 2 podiums in a row though, 3rd and 2nd for him in the championship. Slenderfella in 4th place, standing in for Pat in that number 4 Audi. So some good solid points once more, and in fact at points it looked like it could be more. And Lynchmus is there in 5th place in the Group 3 category. Ragemus getting the fastest lap of a 2:02.1 in the Peugeot. That is round number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Leave a comment as well. You'll be amazed at how much that makes a difference for all of the things that we do here in SNL. Next week's Deep Forest. It is tight, it's twisty. Are we going to have more excellent racing? Of course we are. It's SNL. It's what we do. It doesn't matter what category we're in. Join us next week for round number 3 of this new championship. I hope you're enjoying it. Let us know in the chat. Goodbye.